Okay, hello everyone. It's been a little while since I've been on YouTube. I honestly have been avoiding it because there was some serious toxicity from the Kansas State fan base after the loss against Tulane. So that was just straight up. I wanted to avoid that altogether. I spent a lot of time duking it out needlessly with people on Twitter. It is what it is. I got sucked in. Probably shouldn't have. But I also don't regret what I said. So, yeah, okay. But at any rate, here's where we're at, and let's talk about Kansas State coming up against Oklahoma. Very lackluster performance for the Wildcats against Tulane, but I actually tweeted this out earlier today, and part of what I do now with the media requires me to be watching film. I need to be able to understand who's on the field, what formations are being run, and after watching the film against South Dakota and Missouri, Missouri has significantly more of an upside than Tulane, and Tulane just came out and played a heck of a game. Kansas State did not come out and play a heck of a game. There are a lot of factors that went into that. Yes, there are a lot of people that were mad about how many times we went for it on fourth down, and then late in the game we punted away. Yeah, I can see why you'd be upset about that. I also understand the reasoning. Your offense has failed on all of those attempts. Your defense has come up with 2 picks. They're going to run the ball. Your rush defense has been pretty solid throughout the game. Put it on the back of your defense. They're the ones that have been making plays, not the offense. I would have much rather put it in the hands of my defense to win the game than I would have put it in the hands of my offense at that point in time. That's just my view. And then I guess there's also some questions about why wasn't Colin Klein running it under center and just quarterback sneaking. The dude was literally the quarterback sneak god at Kansas State. And yeah, that one's kind of inexplicable to me as well. Just line up in the I formation. There's so many options. Hand it to the fullback, hand it to the running back, quarterback sneak it in those short down situations. And we don't run the I formation all that much. So that was my personal 2 cents. But I'm not the one in the captain's chair making the decisions, and neither are you. So it's good for you to keep that in mind. If you were the one being paid all of that money and having all of those different decisions and having to manage all of the people in all of that game, it's pretty easy for us to sit on the sideline and make claims and say whatever we want, but I'd like to see what you would do in that situation. So before you come and get me, can you just take 4 seconds to stop back and think about it and consider what the repercussions for you are if you're in that situation? So please, okay? Colin Klein, it's his 4th game as the solo offensive coordinator, okay? I'm not worried about it. We shouldn't be worried about it. For all the people that were out on social media saying Klein needs to be fired, we need to bench Adrian Martinez, you lack so much vision, you lack so much perspective. One bad game does not mean the season is lost. Yes, I understand that it really dampens on what we thought was going to be like this incredible season. But might I also remind you that in 2003, we were ranked number 6 in the country. We lost to Marshall, then we lost to Texas, and then we lost to Oklahoma State. And by game 8, we were 4-3. We ended up going 11-4 on that season, winning the Big 12. Okay, so let's not freak out just yet. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Don't freak out. All right. Now, let's look ahead to Oklahoma. Kansas State has had Oklahoma's number for many years. They've got Brent Venables in charge. I think the defense is going to look better. But I definitely think Oklahoma's a beatable team. And frankly, I think that they woke up a sleeping giant in Kansas State. Kansas State, I was at the press conference. I was at the press conference with the student athletes after Coach Kleiman on Tuesday, and they were very focused, very locked in. They said, hey, we didn't execute. We didn't take care of business. It's going to be a new Saturday. We're still 0-0 in conference play. We're going to come out. Adrian Martinez said I need to be less hesitant. I need to throw the ball downfield. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if we open up with a home run shot. Straight up. Why not? If you want to get Adrian to be throwing the ball, you say, regardless of what the coverage is on Malik Knowles or Phillip Brooks, you air the ball out long and you put him in a position to catch the ball and then see if you can get a 60-yard passing play. Why not? Why not go for it? I think it's all about building his confidence. And I got hammered on Twitter a lot for empathy, please. We don't need to be talking about empathy. Yes, we do. And if you had a bad day at your job, you would have expected to have empathy. Most of the people that came out and said all these stupid things about our student athletes and about our coaches, their best that they ever played was high school football, okay? So before you come out and you say some of this stuff, stop and think next time about, have you ever done anything like that? It's just so infuriating to me. Okay, so there's my pedestal. But yeah, I think that we're going to have a heck of a game against Oklahoma. I saw a tweet earlier that said we're either going to win it in a close game or we're going to get blown out by 30. I mean, yes, that statement is true, I think. But I just think it's going to be a close game. We always play Oklahoma well, especially in the last couple of years. And I think that we have an opportunity to invade Norman. The Big 12 is wide open. I think we just go for it. We play loose, we play fast, we play easy. It is not yet time to give up on Kansas State. It is not yet time to write the season off. We could be 5-1 going into week 7. And that's a great place to be, okay? You're probably ranked. You have some upsets against ranked teams. Are you going to be getting into the college football playoff? No. But did anybody think we were going to be getting into the college football playoff? No. And if you did, then maybe you should reassess your expectations. But yeah, I think that we're going to be fine. We could be blown out on Saturday, and I could be made to look like a fool. If that's the case, then that's fine. My grandfather said if you make enough bold predictions, eventually you're going to land on one and you're going to look really smart, and everybody's going to forget the bad ones that you had earlier. But yeah, I think that we're going to be fine going into Oklahoma. I'm not giving up on the season. And yeah, before we go off the rails and start calling for people's heads and we need to bench people, etc., just stop and think for a second, okay? Please, I'm begging you. So anyway, it's my keys for success for the game on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we do then. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like, subscribe, and follow, and I will get to you very soon. What's going on, YouTube? This is Colby Van Camp here, the host of Training Camp on Kansas State University student radio station Wildcat 91.9 FM. If you like the content that I've been putting out, be sure to hit the like button, smash subscribe, and ring the heck out of that bell so that you never miss another one of my shows again.